All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is. I was waiting for it. But it's cool. It's cool though. Shout out to Arcade the Sage. Thank you for blessing us with this OP. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in for this second episode of Yasuke Could Never. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Although, not gonna lie, I did just see Trey say, and already, come on. So Seis Manos beat us. Trey say beat us. Who else wants to make one better than the black anime?
6 episodes Tracy got yo, what pissed me off is like earlier this week I think I saw somebody made like a clothing line for Yasuke and I like, who buying this?
Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it.
Not me. Alright, that's enough of Yasuke.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Black Ramen Podcast. I, your host, aka ChattyPatty, aka Madam Straw Hat, aka I am the Celestial freaking Dragon, aka I am the freaking Buster Call, and I have with me.
Hello. This is Sleepy Bree, as usual, absolutely exhausted, ready for a nap, ready for some tea, but also ready to get into this today.
Dang, no intro for me. All right, that's
I guess we got some others with us too. Name yourself.
What's up, guys? This is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate. Wait, fuck, I fucked that. Whatever, it's not important. Also, we dabbled in a little bit of nepotism today.
Yes,
and we brought in.
Wait, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important guest. Someone who's near and dear to my heart. He said yes. He pulled up. Please introduce yourself.
No pressure. Don't screw up.
What's good?
Nah, it's cool.
Just call me J-Mo.
Yeah, this is my beloved younger brother, J-Mo. James. My beautiful brother. He came, he pulled out. He was like, yo, I'm going to pull up, bless the podcast a little bit. I mean, he came in fully bid.
See what the hype is all about.
So low key, he did come to judge us, but I'm not even gonna hold you. It did take us a couple of times to start this podcast, especially this episode. We short circuited a lot of shit, but we here.
I mean, it's been a while since we've been in the same room, holding the equipment.
Yeah,
difficulty.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but we good. We fully vaccinated. We're good. So, So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now bringing to you episode number. This is our 12th episode for season 2. This is really good. We decided to.
Definitely not been counting.
I count. I know. So, this episode, we are focusing on overrated and overhyped.
We get some definitions going.
All right, so pretty much we're going to get the definitions going for you, but I feel Bree is more suited for this because I know she's trying to double check her FujiCon because she wished she was there. But
well, now that you recommended it and cued me, I'm sorry, y'all. I have let all of you down because I did not let you know that FujoCon 2021 has been going on this weekend as we're recording. That would be June 11th through, I believe, June 13th, devoted to Fujoshi BL, Danmei, Thai BL, all kinds of MLM content, and I've been participating this entire weekend. It's been amazing. Oh my god. It's totally free to participate, but registration has closed by now. But for 2022, look out for FujoCon, my fellow Fujos, and Fujin and Fudan. it's been a wild time. But that's not what we're out today. Today, as ChattyPatty said, we're going overrated and overhyped. So I'm going to start. I like defining stuff, knowing what I'm talking about. So at the moment, I think I would define overrated and overhyped based on when people are shouting about how good they are. I feel like overrated is something that you do after. So it's like maybe a few years down the line, people say, you remember this show? Oh, it's so good. You haven't watched this? You gotta watch this. And we'll go into some we think, but I think top of the list, for example, don't hate me, at me. Come on, fight me. I'll come. Oh, Evangelion is kind of overrated. I hear from everyone and their mamas watch this one.
Listen. You've been trying to cut Evangelion for a minute. First of all, wait, that's not even a proper definition. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let me apologize for Bree.
I was given an example. So fine. After a show's coming out for an extended period, when people shout about how good it is, how amazing it is, people force you to watch it. But when you watch it, it doesn't hold up to all that you've been hearing about it.
I didn't make it past episode 4.
Wait, hold on.
I tried.
I mean, the art is nice, but so
I just don't care.
I get you. So that's over.
That's overrated.
Overrated. Okay.
Yep. So either maybe it wasn't that good then, or maybe it just didn't hold up over time. But the point is, it is not the masterpiece that people will tell me today it is. I don't need to be shamed for not going back to watch. Like, oh, it's so good. It's all right. Maybe it was better 10 plus years ago. Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's not bad, but it doesn't hold up to all of the farts and golden dust they are sprinkling all over it.
Wait, farts?
Farts and golden dust.
Because you're blowing so much air about it. Out your mouth, out your butt, all of it.
Okay, that's overrated.
Sorry, Mike. Overhyped. Overhyped, similar to overrated, it doesn't match up to all of the rainbows people are talking about it with. But instead of being a few years after it came out, I'd say overhyped is before it comes out up to the very early stages. So, for example, before the season finishes would be a time for overhype. Before it starts airing overhype, maybe even a little while after it finishes, but still early on that people haven't caught up to it.
Okay.
So this is when, again, it doesn't match up to people's expectations or people's praise. Case in point, my example for this one was obviously God of High School. People spoke and screamed and can't wait for it. This is coming from advertisers, from Crunchyroll, from people who read the webcomic, screaming about how good it was. Then you watch it and you feel that sense of disappointment. Like, no, it didn't hit. So again, similar definitions for overrated and overhyped, but overrated is a significant period of time after, like late enough for people to kind of forget how it really was. And overhyped was a significant period before, to the point where people haven't really had time to look at it, examine it, and make a decision.
Got you. I ain't mad at these definitions. These work for me.
Oh.
Yo,
they work. I mean, they work until somebody come in our comments and say, hey, listen, that's not what Google told me. So I listen, yeah. Google's free. So
that's
I rock
a lie,
with Google.
Though. Google overlords understand that I always appreciate you. Especially for getting me through college.
Yeah, definitely.
Google-sama knows all, but Google's a bit slow when it comes to anime.
How dare you?
Right? How dare you?
How dare you,
madam?
So I'm assuming that overhyped. From what I'm getting from the definition, because I got to dumb it down, especially with these tequila shots.
And the guest speaker right here.
Wow. All right.
Homie got stuff to say. Go ahead, bro.
Guy, James, what you think?
Oh, no. I'm just here. So I don't get fined.
Oh God, speak your piece. Have you ever watched an overrated or overhyped? Which one? What was it?
No, before we do that, did you catch on to what Bree summed up what Google said?
She explained herself very eloquently. So
Thank you.
It was easy to follow.
I feel like you bullshitting, but it's okay.
You think I'm not eloquent? I think I am quite eloquent, mademoiselle.
You're trying to get ratings right now. God, let all three speak y'all spiel.
Spit hot fire. Okay, so apparently, from what I'm seeing, overhyped is more like prelude of the show. And Overrated is more like an extensive amount of time praising the show.
Right.
Okay, got you. Got it. So, please don't come for me in the comments. I did think at 2019, this is 2019, post-COVID.
She was.
I was wrong. I definitely thought Demon Slayer was definitely over freaking rated. No, not overrated. It was overhyped.
Yo,
I felt like it was overhyped.
All of our episodes, you'll probably hear her say it multiple times.
Because, all right, but I had a good excuse because we had Villain Saga, we had Dororo, we had Rise of the Shield Hero, we had Promised Neverland.
Yo, but that didn't mean Demon Slayer was overhyped. It just meant you liked other things more.
Nah, me personally, I felt it was overhyped because of the fact that it overshadowed those great shows.
I keep telling you, like, yo, when it comes to a lot of hype type things, shows that will get a lot of hype are the shows that can branch out and bring in normies. You know, the shows that will branch out and be people.
What you call them?
Normies.
No, that's you too. You a normie.
Yeah, you know.
You a normie.
Stop it. Yo,
Nah, you know what
you know who they are.
You know your name. You know your name.
Miss Sleepy, can you get a definition for that? What's a normie?
Normies are the people who say, "Oh yeah, I used to watch that." I was at the grocery store the other day wearing a cute t-shirt that y'all might have even seen me wear before. That was a crossover between Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. Real cute. I got to the register. This guy said, "Oh yeah, I like your shirt." And me was like, "Ooh, have I met another fan out in the wild?" And then he said something that almost had me throwing my pack of eggs at him. Like, "Oh yeah, I used to watch that when I was little."
Fuck you.
Right?
Fuck you.
If you consider that a bonding compliment, when you add those last, 3 words? When I was little, 4 words. Nah,
That's
you're
so
a normie.
disrespectful in so
You're not
many
even a
ways.
casual.
Hold on. You got triggered by something that's so unnecessary that you didn't have to trigger.
Yup. If you don't get triggered, you're a normie.
Compliment.
If you only saw it on Toonami, you're a normie.
No, but it wasn't a compliment, though. It was a backhanded compliment.
What
You know? Like,
that's
oh,
subjective, though.
yo, that shirt
Nah,
looks
that's
good
a compliment.
on
That's
you.
not a compliment.
You know what it is?
That's not a
As soon as
compliment.
they said the shirt was fire, you set your expectations up way too high. Just, all right, looking good. Thank you, appreciate it. That's it.
That when I was little means, yo, that shirt, you've out-aged it.
That's
Not
it.
at all.
Not wearing
No,
that
no,
shirt.
you know what?
Here's another
It's a
perspective.
distancing phrase. It's a distancing
This
phrase.
is why I say he a
saying-
normie.
Yeah,
why I say he a
when I
normie.
was little or when I was young is a way of distancing yourself from your material. Saying,
Exactly.
"Oh, I'm no longer into that. That's no longer interesting to me.
And
I'm too
also-
mature for that."
No. Also, it can mean I used to get into that. You just brought back some nostalgia into my life. I might get back into it.
That's normie language. That's
You know,
not real. That's not real. You're not a fan. You're not a fan. I used to watch that.
So
what you trying to say? What you trying to say?
Hold on. This is the problem with y'all. Yeah.
Oh, we got a problem?
Yes, we got
a problem? Hold on. We'll be back after these. Hold on. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Don't cut my mic off. Don't cut my mic off.
Yo, that far, I will cut you. That far, I'd have to lean up.
If y'all trying, ain't the main goal is to try to like grow the community? Ain't y'all trying to expand?
Allegedly.
So you're not gonna grow if y'all keep
I ain't
shooting
gonna lie.
shooting
I'm
down
just
the
saying-
You little bit gatekeepers out here.
Nah, listen. Part of the reasons that,
The diehards don't pay the bills. The diehards don't keep the lights on.
but the diehards make you live forever, infinitely. All right?
In poverty.
But yeah, that's Demon
No, we
Slayer.
gotta do gatekeeping. We gotta do gatekeeping later.
Let me get one final point in it. Next time either y'all get a compliment from your fire shirts, because y'all be having some shit. I'll see it. When you get a compliment, don't take it personal. Send them the link. I guarantee you they're gonna look at it. Boom, get your views up.
Wow.
That's it. So you gotta do.
Alright.
Don't take offense all the time. Like, yeah, I used to watch when I was little, but you know.
I'm still gonna call them normies. Though.
They still normies. They still normies.
Yo, I ain't gonna
still
say
normies.
today. Fade.
Hey,
That's just rude.
The label only means something to y'all.
Exactly. Fine.
But to get back to the topic, I might say something a little troublesome, a little problematic here. Y'all might come for me. But not only was Demon Slayer overhyped, I will say now, in 2021, 2 years after, it's overrated as well.
She's wrong.
Even after the movie, even
you gotta
after
jump off the ship.
Movie,
that's your own boat.
Overrated.
And
that's your boat.
Were 2 members.
That's it. That's it. That was 2. First of all, the sales do not lie. The numbers do not lie. The movie does not lie.
Pause. 19, you really gonna judge anime by capitalism?
Yes.
It made money. So no, I'm looking at the worth of the content.
Because you know what?
Would you be able to watch Demon Slayer first season multiple times and say, "Dang, I didn't notice that. This is still amazing." Really?
It was good.
After watching it once, I have no desire to watch again. It's like, yeah, I got it. It's shonen.
You a hater,
We've
bro.
seen enough
Take a sip.
that becomes a problem.
I think I need to give you a shot.
All of them over and over.
Not even time. Because you know what? I would watch Death Note over and over again. I can rewatch
Death Note.
Death Note.
Is a different kind of shonen. It's not the same.
First of all, Death Note is not.
It's like
it's seinen, mystery, and shonen. It's not your typical shonen.
Naruto again?
Hell no!
Exactly.
All right then.
But it's one of the greatest shonen of all time.
It is.
None of us can watch it again.
Does greatest necessarily mean most popular? I'm thinking somehow the storyline is so good. The action is so good. All of it is so good. You would be invested if you started over from One Piece. I'd be willing to start again One Piece from the jump.
As much as I hate to agree, hold on. As much as I hate to agree with my brother, but he is definitely on the money with this one. When it comes to an episode or a show or a movie doing well, it all determines on bringing in the masses, right? So if more people are if more people give himself praise, if more people are tuning in,
you gotta take credit where credit's due. Man, that's how the statement actually goes.
No, I actually thought about saying this twice. I was like, I didn't want to say this, but let me give him his flowers. Yeah. So if the masses are coming into this, right, and it's Demon Slayer is going to be one of those animes for this generation where it's going to be the one that turned everybody out. Yeah. Like this is everybody's first anime, and you know what? I'm not even mad at it because that movie was sensational, and everybody knows how I feel about episode 19.
This is a movie that they just made into a show, from what I'm understanding.
No, it's a manga, but instead of having a full season 2, they took the next arc and made it into a movie in theaters.
Yeah.
Which made sense.
Like a movie to be continued, like the movie.
Yeah. To be continued. And then season 2 will come out and continue and have a continuation of the manga.
So what's this on Netflix? While I was talking, I went ahead and Googled it.
Demon Slayer. No, Demon Slayer not on Netflix. Who got
season 1's on Netflix?
Season 1's on Netflix.
You're right. It got
on
to
Netflix.
So the manga, they made it to an animated show or something?
Yeah.
To the anime.
As they do.
If somebody wants to get into it, that's a good way to start, right?
Yeah, that's
but
for this
I have a problem judging whether it's worth watching versus just a ton of people watch it. That's not exactly justification for me to watch it. Like, oh yeah, tons of people watched it, so since it's popular, you should. I'm not talking about it being popular.
I don't know how many
Demon Slayer is popular, but
I mean, come on here and say that she bougie. I don't know how many ways she can come and
are
say
you
that
telling me
she
there aren't anime right now that people haven't really looked at that are amazing and worth more? Like cough cough Odd Taxi. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you for dropping that.
Amen.
Because it's not popular doesn't mean it's bad. And just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good.
All right, I'm gonna take
there are outliers to every rule.
I'm going to take a quick
goes
break
without
here.
saying.
Yo, everybody watch Odd Taxi. This has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, just watch Odd Taxi.
Go watch Odd Taxi.
Please watch Odd Taxi.
Immediately. Do that for your life. Do that for your mother's life. Do that for everybody's life. Odd Taxi is incredible. Please go watch it. All right, back to
But my case in point. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good. Just because it's good doesn't mean it's necessarily popular. So I'm judging overhyped, overrated. Why, if I go back based on what people are talking about it, the buzz around it, will I be satisfied thinking, oh, that's really great, it's worth it? So Demon Slayer, it's good. It's a good shonen. But I don't think that it's that amazing and groundbreaking. It'll bring people in. You should
just said it was good. That's it. You should just said it was
good. It's good for anime in that it's bringing people in. But I don't think it's that amazing.
Do you think it's taking a shine from something else that should be considered great? Or what is it stealing the spotlight from?
Oh, a lot. No, at that time when it came out 2018. At that time, that year, we had some great hitters. Like I said, we had Dororo, Rise of the Shield Hero, Vinland Saga.
Rank all of those top 5.
All them shits is fucking 5. All of them 5.
Yeah,
all of them 5.
Order, I mean, order.
Okay, Dororo 5. Rise of the Shield Hero 5.
I don't think that works. You gotta read the all of the question. Okay, you gotta read all of the question. Pick five animes in 2019. Rank them from 1 to 5.
Okay, so I would say
take your time. I know I put you on the spot. Take your time.
Demon Slayer probably 5 then.
Demon Slayer is 5.
Oh, really? Okay.
And yet
Demon Slayer
it's
is
the
5.
biggest on the hype. And that's why I say it might even be overrated.
But
let you continue ranking. Please finish your rank.
But I don't think Demon Slayer is a 5, but I don't think Demon Slayer is a 5 by itself.
Not
you get what I'm saying?
Ranking number 1,
but
number 2,
it's
3,
number
4,
5,
and
like
5.
the 5th best of that year.
Yeah, would you rank it in 5th place?
As I said, take your time. I mean, you want to get back to that question?
I'll get back to that question.
We'll come back.
You want a pen?
Yeah, rather than just
You want a
popularity.
pen so you can write it down?
If I wanted my pen, I would go get it. You can put my pen down on the list.
Hold on. She got a tablet on her lap. Yo, write it out, Patty. Right?
I'm just saying, popularity
use your
is
scrapbook.
one. Popularity is one category. I also need one for rewatch value. If you watch it a second time, do you discover more, learn more, understand
First of all,
more?
nobody
Something
rewatches
else by
anything.
storyline.
Our
Character.
anime list is too extinct.
I
Like,
don't think there's that many shonen.
I don't know if there's that many
hold
hours
up.
in a day to be rewatching.
Watching
There's
shit.
not
Yeah.
that many shonen.
I don't do that with shows I mess with now.
Exactly why I'm saying it.
You know what I do? I watch it
overrated.
once and I Google the Easter eggs, whatever you call it. Like, oh, word? Damn. I don't
that
know.
was crazy.
Should I go back and check what they saying? Or-
yo, I
I
got
trust
other
it.
shit
I
to
trust
watch.
it. I trust it.
There's so much content being thrown at us.
Yeah.
Most things don't have rewatch value anymore.
Nah, they don't. Not
What?
at all.
I think that is not true. Some are worth going
Because
back
you
to
are
see
weird.
again.
No,
But
I think it's so
you know what the
much
difference
some-
is? You got to draw the line between worth going to see it again and actually going to see it again.
Does it give you as much enjoyment when you watch it the second time
like-
as when you do the first?
Look,
You know, the only real time I really think people rewatch something if they want to put somebody on. If you want to watch it with your significant other, or like, oh, yo, this is how you need to get into this.
Yeah.
You'll watch it again just so you can relive it through them.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it. They're not watching again to put them on. They're putting them on so that they can watch it again.
Well, they're using that excuse either way you look at it.
Exactly. That's what I do.
The chicken and the
I have
egg.
watched Yuri
first
on
the
Ice
chicken and the
at
egg.
least 5-6 different times through. And every time I find a person who hasn't seen it, I say, heck yeah, bring them in so I can watch it a
But
7.
Brie, that
So you
is
on a payroll when you
specific
do
to you. That is so specific to you, Brie.
That
I
is
don't think
specific
so.
to
That
you.
is ridiculous.
Brie, I don't know anybody that's doing that. That's only
Brie,
you.
I've watched Yuri on Ice once. I never need to
I
see
just
it
thought of a
again.
nice
Oh, well,
analogy.
that's because personally,
Bree like
I love Yuri on Ice.
the
It's very
Jehovah's
highly
Witness on the
rated.
train station trying to get everybody to read.
Jeez, don't do
Yo,
that.
have you heard the word?
Okay, so you don't
Let's just watch the first episode real quick.
Very high.
It'll
as
change
something
your
important.
life.
You don't see rewatchability as something important because if I'm considering
just-
one of multiple factors to judge how good an anime is, I say popularity,
I'm sorry if we
characters,
offended
storyline,
anybody.
art style, rewatchability.
Brie,
That's
I
probably my
just-
5 biggest categories.
Brie, I just rewatched Interviews with High School Girls. It's not that great a show, but I enjoyed it enough that I rewatched it. Rewatchability is just a personal
It's one of
preference.
many.
It's just like, yo, this is something I enjoy.
No, I mean I
I'm
agree.
gonna
The
enjoy
rewatch
eating a
because
sandwich
there's plenty of shows that I get into and like I'm thirsty to watch it with someone else so they can feel what I felt. Like I don't want to keep it a secret, you know. So
No, yeah,
I understand where she's coming from.
Like, I get it. Like, if you're rewatching,
There are some
with other
shows that I
people,
watch and enjoy.
Like,
I'm like,
spread the word.
I'm not gonna force you to watch it with me so I can share it with
You
you.
know, like me and Odd Taxi this season. I get it. I will rewatch every single episode of Odd
It's worth
Taxi.
it.
Yo, I've done it multiple times with these two because they're like, yo, I'm behind. Guess what? We watching that episode again.
That's because rewatchability is one, discovering things you didn't notice the first time, and 2, staying in that anime experience for a longer period. I'm just saying, with Demon Slayer, I had no desire to stay in it for a longer period. When I finished season 1, I was like, oh, I'm glad that's over. I finished it. I made it through it.
I already know.
So hold on,
I
hold
didn't
on,
want
hold on.
5
So
more
here's
episodes. What I
another-
got was what I got.
Here's another example where it makes sense to rewatch something else. When the next season's coming out, you need a
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, recap. That's fair.
recap. Like, oh.
Nah, but that's what YouTube is for, because they give you a quick recap.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't like the person talking. Like, yo, just why you talking about mad stuff? I'm not here for that. I'm just here.
I just want to know what happened.
I want the cheat sheet for the test. That's it. You selling me stuff. You talking about this and that. Like, yo, just fast forward.
I just want to know when I get to episode 3 of season 2, I won't be lost.
Oh my God! Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh
I want to know who that person is. That's it. Don't tell me his motivations. I just want to know who it is.
But that to say is just that Demon Slayer, it's a good anime, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was the masterpiece people make it sound like it is.
But
even if it broke off,
I don't. Masterpiece.
I'm not saying
it's a good. It's wonderful and it's great. I don't think there's that many people saying, "Yo, it is the greatest show to ever."
They're not calling it the Bible. They're not calling it the Holy Grail of anime. One Piece will always praise freaking Oda. Okay,
so you don't think it was overhyped or overrated? You think people spoke up exactly as it was worth, and no more, no less?
Demon Slayer didn't get that much hype until episode 19.
It did.
Because I remember going into Demon Slayer going, "This is a dumb title. Let me see what it's about."
Right.
Finished episode 1. I was like,
you know what? Maybe
this is pretty damn good.
Maybe is that the success it's receiving or it made is probably what's turning some people off.
Yeah, what's turning Bree off? Don't say people.
No.
I'm just
make that singular.
Yo, Patty,
that is not plural.
Yo, Patty, don't act like
I am on the train now. I can switch. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you.
So Bree, in your opinion, in 2019, who should be getting all this love instead of Demon Slayer?
She gonna say Given, or she gonna say
can she answer?
All right, Wise. All right.
Okay. Let me. Promare came out in 2019. Hot damn.
If you gotta no, Derv. No.
Okay, you're right. That's not fair.
If you gotta look it up, that's a problem.
There's so much anime in my brain right now. I got Untapped.
You gotta be quick with it. You gotta be quick. You got that energy. You gotta name all 5, but one gotta come to your mind.
Exactly. Wait, James. You gotta be quicker than that.
I'm with y'all, but there's so much anime that's out. There's so much anime that's out to know exactly what year it came out.
Yeah, but they all can't get love.
Nah. See, if you told me what should have got if you told me what should have got nominated for anime of the year next to Demon Slayer, I could off the bat tell you at least 3 off the dome.
All right, so tell me what should have got nominated anime of the year last year.
Rise of the Shield Hero.
Last year?
Yeah,
last
what
year.
Happened last year? Last year was a pandemic.
Interesting. You just said what happened last year. Yet you want me to remember everything that came out in 2019?
No, that's 2019 because I already know years ago.
Children, please.
Yo, 2020.
We family here.
Yo, 2020 mad shows came out. What's the best show in your opinion from 2020?
I was rewatching shit. I wasn't really paying attention to the list. Attack on Titan season 4 was just my go-to for 2020. But I do say this.
Ooh, actually, no, I found that Stars Align.
Oh God.
Stars Align was damn good though.
It was good, but the fact that you had to look for it, that's a problem for me.
I didn't know it was 2019.
Stars Align was damn good, but it shouldn't get anime of the year.
Nah, it shouldn't get anime of the year.
The
reason, perfect
knows
example.
The answer is Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga, yes. Vinland Saga or Rise of the Shield Hero. That's a good freaking isekai.
No, it's a damn good isekai.
It's a good isekai.
You all know I love isekai to death.
Yep.
But no. Vinland Saga.
Nah, it's either those two. It's either those two.
No, I think
it's
Saga.
You're
wrong here, Patty.
No, Promise Neverland was 2019. I think I'd put that.
I said Promise Neverland.
I'd put that above Demon Slayer.
The only reason I didn't put that above was there was only 12 episodes.
Promise Neverland.
We're not talking about that. That didn't happen in 2019. That didn't happen in 2019.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
It can't go up there no more. It's false.
But listen,
That's
another
how bad
example.
season 2 was.
Right, but another example for something that was overhyped, I think, was Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone was definitely overhyped. The only reason I say it was overhyped because the advertisement, it was everywhere in 42nd Street. Crunchyroll actually had a Megatron with Dr. Stone on it in Times Square. What a time to be alive! We were all together when we saw that, right? Yeah. We were like, "Oh shit, it's Dr. Stone up there." And guess who overpowered Dr. Stone that year?
Fire Force.
No, Demon Slayer.
And Demon Slayer.
That was 2019. That was 2019.
So it sounded like 2019 was a great year.
For demons, it was an amazing year. They knew, Japan, we say this all the time, Japan knew COVID was coming. So they was like, you know what, let's make sure we put all our heavy hitters out right now because next year we all going to be home. They knew this was going to happen.
We got to revise that. Not only did they know, they put all the heavy hitters for 2019, broke for 2020, and then 2021 coming back in full force.
Yo,
so
this is a year to go down in the book.
I'm going to need a new vaccine. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you might need a new one. Right here, this is kind of reckless.
Yo, the way they
big
drop
brother,
the
if you're listening,
right now,
I'm a guest. I'm not calling nothing out.
Yo, the way they dropping shows right now, I seen some articles that said China had a whole other vaccine happening. A whole other pandemic happening. It was like, bird flu just transmitted from birds to humans. I was like, oh shit.
That explains it. Anime's too good for nothing to go wrong.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Another show that I feel like outside of anime, I'm going to say this, and we're going to talk about Western anime. Now, we leave anime for a few minutes because this is why my brother came on board, and I felt like he was a valuable asset for this episode.
All right. For sure.
Yeah. Invincible.
Ooh.
Invincible needs all its flowers, right? I felt like it delivered the way the advertisement showed that it was going to, how we were going to receive it. I thought it was great. I never in my mind thought this was overhyped. I just wanted more.
Did anybody read the comics?
I have the first issue here. I read it.
Yo, pass that over.
You ain't missing nothing because it's exactly how it is on the show. Like that scene where he's in the toilet and his mother walks in on him and he's like, "Ma, can I have a privacy?" I turned into that page right there. I was like, "Oh shit, why did I buy this comic?" But I am going to support, my artists. So yeah. It's pretty good. Shout out to Robert Kirkman, the fact that he was involved in this project and all the artists involved. I just know Robert Kirkman because of the fact that he did Walking Dead, one of my favorite series. And everybody else that was a part of that project, kudos to you. You salvaged, this year. Because I didn't think we were going to get if there was a war between anime and animated Western, This would be a heavy hitter right here. I feel like it's a heavy hitter. Did you enjoy it, James? Yeah, I totally. Did you enjoy it, James?
I loved it. It was amazing. There was so many layers that I feel like they could have, every character could have had their own spinoff. That's how I feel like it was detailed.
Well, even the multiplying chick.
Nah, she
probably not her, but you know who I would love to. There's a couple people I would love to see a spinoff. I would love to see a spinoff with Cecil.
Okay,
yeah.
I would love to see a spinoff with what's his name, Mr. Immortal. Forgive me if I'm saying that.
Fuck. I think it's just
the guy who died twice.
The guy who died twice.
When he got resurrected, you could tell he's been around for centuries. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see
his whole backstory.
How they joined the what's the team called?
Some Guardians of the Globe.
Guardians of the Globe.
Mm-hmm,
how he, because it seemed like Cecil, he's kind of like Nick Fury, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he tracked them all down.
But, the show was amazing, and
so you don't think it was overhyped or overrated?
Nah.
I think it was underhyped because it wasn't. I didn't see a lot of marketing for it. I remember I got Prime, and Prime is pretty good at suggesting stuff, but it wasn't
not like that. Not like that.
Amazon
Amazon is just there. It's just there.
Yo, we've been railing against Amazon for a while.
I guess so. Maybe because
trash.
Maybe they need to fix their algorithms. They're not like Netflix, but
Netflix is on point. They catalog.
It was out for a while before I finally gave it a try, and I think you the one who told me to check it out, right?
You're welcome.
So you know what? You know what's
acting like TikTok ain't tell her.
She was telling me to watch it, but what sealed it for me when everybody went crazy off the last episode when they had the memes with what's his name? Omni-Man going like this.
Yo, big.
When I kept saw that thing, I'm like, why is it such a big deal? They was making Dragon Ball Z memes. They was making football. They was putting LeBron like this. I was like, seriously a fire episode for them to be doing that.
I'm One Punch Man.
Yeah, they had Goku and Saitama. I'm like, all right, I gotta watch.
Yeah, they did One Punch Man. That shit was hard. That nigga said, "Listen, 15 years, I can always make another."
When you got a meme that's trending,
I love that one so much. Yo, my kid don't love anime. Y'all can make
15 years, I can always make another son. That show. You know what? It was underrated. Yeah. It was underrated because nobody thought it was going to be that good.
And I think underhyped just because Amazon Prime is.
Yo. Yeah, I mean,
it's one of the baby streaming services.
I mean, this is the problem with Amazon.
Bezos got too much fucking money.
I saw a meme that said Amazon is trying to tell us something about Superman. Because every Superman replica is evil, right?
Yeah.
And they put a side by side with Jeff Bezos and Lex Luthor.
Yo, I love that joint.
I'm like, oh!
That's what
you got the boys. Now you got Invincible. Superman sucks.
Undertones. Pay attention.
I think we got to go into underrated and underhyped.
Wait,
that would fall if that's a new category. That would be first on the list. Underrated, underhyped. Yeah.
Wait, first of all, before we do that, we need to pay some bills, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
No singing, money.
Money.
What did I just tell you? No copyright infringement.
Okay.
All right.
But if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Woo! Bars.
Right, if you want to take a break to go pee or something.
Yes, I need to go pee.
Yeah.
Like a racehorse.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna pause enough. Just keep it going. We'll cut it out.
For some reason, for the first 5 minutes, my video kept stopping.
Fun.
Yes, I got
like
some
a patty
choppy
problem. Sound like Patricia got mad work to do.
38 minutes.
What happened?
For the first 5 minutes, my videos were chopping.
Oh my god.
Yo, even when she's not in Cali.
What kind of laptop is that?
This one is HP Omen.
And you gotta move your camera way down.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Now you just gonna be in it.
No, it's not about me being in it. It's about you not being in it.
Yeah, we'll cut it. It's fine. When did I fucking buy this thing? I think 2016.
Yeah, I bought this like 15, 16.
Oh, what you got?
I got an MSI. I'm being nosy now. Which Omen you got?
Fuck. I want to say it's 2016, 2017.
You know the model?
Nah. Those 17 inches. I needed it because I was a intern for a web development company at the time, so I needed like mad screen space.
I can't go less than 17 inches.
Yeah, exactly. I just needed as much.
Mainly because the screen and the keyboard. I need a number pad.
Same. I don't understand how anyone lives without a number pad.
You saw her keyboard before she got this?
Nah.
Yo, she had like the Bluetooth keyboard that's like this.
Oh no. That's
and had my touchpad. I'm like, what is this? I'm typing like this with fingers. I'm like, nah, we gotta upgrade you.
Nah, yo, I can't live like that. Welcome back.
I told her, what happened?
Nah, I want some more liquor. Getting spicy.
Oh wait, yo, you got more iced tea? Yo, fill me up.
Iced tea?
I mean, and tequila.
All right, so here, take the tequila.
Let me get some more water.
Water.
You the host, right?
Yo.
Where's your cup?
Huh?
Where's your cup?
I protect my temple.
Hold on, give me a second.
You water
protect your temple.
Hold on, babe.
Oh, you want me to put it in there? How much do you want in there? Up to right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't see the skin? This ain't an accident.
I mean, yo, I get it. You know, you gotta keep your skin flawless.
Juices and berries.
Right? You know, you get your 8 hours. That's how you keep your skin glowing.
Just let your
soul glow.
Just
let it shine through. I still haven't seen the second one.
Alright.
Yeah, that's why I keep hearing. That's why I have like no motivation to watch it.
We made a whole event because I think right before we saw the first one, and then we played the second one. It was alright.
Yeah, like I just keep hearing everyone just go, yeah, it's fine.
I wish they could have picked somebody better for his son. Coming to America too.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I don't like it. They should have picked somebody else for his son.
Oh, him? That comedian?
Yeah, he went. I don't find him that funny. He just funny.
Yeah, I don't find it funny either.
How are you?
Of course.
We have multiple. We have a whole video to record later.
Drinking.
I guess they wanted
should have
somebody
done that first.
Yeah,
Nah, we gotta
it
do
made
that next.
sense because the time frame. All right,
Are we ready?
we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
we
we
are.
back. Hold on.
Oh,
wait.
sorry,
Yo,
we're not.
Yo, she like
Okay.
laying down.
Yeah, I gotta wipe the drool from my face.
Oh my god,
Yo, we keeping that.
we are keeping it. We are.
We definitely keeping that.
Shit. As a matter of fact, that's a clip. Hey, TikTok. That is a fucking clip. Okay. And we're going to get mad views off of that. I tell you that much. But now, for real, we back now. We back
All right,
now.
what were we talking about?
We were talking. Wait, I feel
Underrated.
like
talking about the Western anime.
the West. Yeah, let's talk about Western anime.
Ooh, they suggested Lupin to him too. Sorry.
Oh,
That's
okay.
side note.
Lupin, I heard it was good, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not invested.
All right, this has nothing to do with anime. I just watched a good part of episode 1, but we had to go outside, so. But
Did it cap? Is it
It
good?
was mad good. It was mad good.
Okay.
But obviously it's in French, so good luck with that. All right.
Oh,
Back
okay.
to
The
the
problem
show.
with watching in French, we watch in Japanese every day, all day.
That's a very good point.
That is a good point.
Oh no, I suddenly can't read the subtitles. Stop.
I have no good answer for that.
But just for the sake of the fact that we have a special guest, I do want my brother to tell me, name off the top of his dome what shows that he thought were overhyped and overrated in his opinion. Western edition.
You don't put me on the spot.
Yeah, you want to come back to that?
Yo, wait, hold on.
Say the what's the question?
Wait, hold on. We had a whole break. Patty still ain't named the top 5 over Demon
word.
Slayer.
In order.
Yo,
Oh,
What's
in
your top five?
order? Okay.
Order.
Okay, fine. Shit.
2019 top.
Yeah, number 1 is Vinland Saga.
Number
We know.
one, okay, I'm gonna agree with you. Number one, Villain Saga.
Put that in the Discord if you can.
Oh God.
I don't got a pen and paper right now. So
Okay,
put that
no.
on Discord.
Number one, Villain Saga. Number 2, I would have to say Promised Neverland. Number 3, Rise of the Shield Hero. Number 4, Dororo. And then number 5, Demon Slayer.
What was that? Say it again.
Dororo.
No. I'm sorry. Give me.
First of all, don't go. You don't need to go on our Discord. That shit don't work.
It definitely works. We just don't use it.
Okay, we don't use it. Okay,
What is it?
so
What is it? Give me the top 5 right now.
top 5. Number 1, Villain Saga.
Spell out.
VINLAND Saga. Villain Saga.
That's number 1.
Number 1. Number 2, what did I say? Number 2, Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland.
I might switch those, I think.
Number 3, nobody asked you. Number 3,
Oh,
number 3,
savagery.
Rise of the Shield Hero. And number 4, Dororo. DRORORO.
DRO.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yo, just keep typing
Dororo.
ROs until you feel like
It's
sounds
enough.
right.
And make sure it ends with the O. That's it. That's how I spell
And
it.
Demon Slayer is number 5.
Demon Slayer is number 5.
Okay. So again, if somebody went to get into those, should they watch number 5 first, or should they watch number 1?
I would definitely recommend you watch Vinland Saga
Neverland.
Nah,
first.
yo, if
Do you already watch anime?
Yeah, if you're watching anime for the very first time, Demon Slayer is a great choice.
No, I feel like Neverland's a better choice.
Neverland is not a good choice.
You
for a
didn't even
brand
like
newbie.
Neverland.
A newbie?
You couldn't watch
Yeah,
the
a
kids.
Like, yo, if Death Note was the very first show I ever saw, I probably would not watch anime.
Really?
I don't
Yeah,
think-
I don't think so.
Straightforward
I
and
don't think so.
psychological.
You would think, but nah, I feel like
Nah,
that's
first of
after.
all, the way I was into anime, the way me and my brother was introduced to anime, I'm not thinking about no psychological shit. I want blood. I want ass beats,
Yeah,
but with a
you want
purpose.
some fights.
Hold on, speak for yourself.
Right, I feel like
If I want to get
introducing
into
someone
anime,
to
number
anime.
1, I want action.
That's what I said.
You started talking about like blood and orgasm and shit. Like, what are you talking
What?
Wow, that's not what I said
Nah,
though.
yo,
That's
James,
not what
you
I
added-
said.
yo,
I heard.
James, you added orgasm.
You added orgasm. You definitely did that.
I want a good story.
It sounded like you want hentai. That's what it sounded like you want.
Wow, I haven't heard that word in so long.
Oh, really? We haven't been talking a lot.
Yo.
We have
You
not
have not been
talking-
This
listening to
that
us,
Norman
have you?
This that Norman
Right, he
shit right
definitely
here.
hasn't
This that
been
Norman
listening
shit.
to our show.
Yo,
I want
haven't
something
heard
like I was
hentai in a
saying.
long
I want
time.
something with action, a good story, and decent artwork.
Yeah.
I don't really like the me personally. I don't really like the Teletubby cartoonish looking things. That
But that's not okay. What you consider good artwork?
Okay, so Invincible had good artwork. I don't know. I guess Definition
Because
so you like more realistic anime styles.
Yeah,
you don't like the more.
You like
I don't mind DC art style.
DC art style, yeah.
But if I had to choose between the two, I like detailed art style.
You like Teen Titans over Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy. That's the way my anime. If I want my anime on the plate, that's how I want it.
My worry about Demon Slayer isn't necessarily all that. It's that I feel like Demon Slayer might have more specific anime-ish tropes. Like the idea of charging up, screaming for attacks, dramatic calling out your moves. I feel like that's so anime, it would be weird if you're not used to it. But Promised Neverland doesn't have any of that. It's just straightforward kind of escape from human traffickers. It doesn't have specific anime knowledge. For example, Kill la Kill, I would never give that to a first-time anime person because they don't understand magical girls. They don't understand the transformations. They don't understand the ridiculous moves, the silly art style. It's so specifically anime in terms of art style, storyline, and tropes that someone non-anime wouldn't understand it.
So can you guys give a quick synopsis on all 5?
Yeah, easy.
No, first of all, I'll do it because I'm the one that's had the nerve to give
you. Can't share the wealth? I mean,
you should have educated your little brother before this.
One. Each one of y'all pick one of y'all.
I said what I said.
Go
ahead, everybody pick one show and let me hear some.
Okay, I'm gonna go for Rise of the Shield Hero. I'll pick Rise of the Shield Hero. Rise of the Shield Hero is about a young man who gets trapped into an isekai who has all the odds turned against him, and within the first episode you actually get to see a switch. He becomes the anti-hero, right? And he goes through these journeys and trying to become a better person without no help, saying that he doesn't need help, saying that he's good all by himself, but in really all actuality he would have never gotten to where he got.
Don't finish the show.
I'm just saying that is a synopsis.
Okay, I felt like you was telling me the ending. I'm like,
that's nowhere near the ending.
He takes on the demon lord, right?
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the ending. If I would have started like that, then you, by all means, pull my mic. But it really showed that he, not at this moment. But I feel like with this, you actually grow to love each experience that this character goes through, and that's why I love Rise of the Shield Hero. That was one of my first isekais that was like, yo, this was amazing. Next to Konosuba and Slime and ReZero. And Overlord. Overlord is
all right, I'm gonna be super quick. All right, Finland. All right, so young boy follows his dad into a battle that he has no business being in. Sees his pop get murked.
Oh.
Right? And then joins up with the band of killers who killed his pop in the hopes of one day getting vengeance, but in an honorable way. And that has been the saga.
That has been the saga.
Do they know that he's his son?
Yeah. They know. They saw him. They used him as a hostage and everything.
Yeah.
And they trust him to bring him with... Yeah, they stupid. Anyway.
Are they stupid or he's stupid? I don't know.
Every time he finishes...
He got some balls on him, but for them to think that he's gonna let it slide.
No, the thing is, he doesn't want to kill them, and he doesn't want to kill them in their sleep.
He wants an honorable fight because that's how his father was.
He wants a proper duel to take them out.
As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, watch the first 5 minutes of Vinland Saga. If you don't find that fight scene and that underwater display breathtaking, by all means, don't watch it because you're not worthy of watching it. I'm just saying, but it's really good. That first episode, 2019 was some shit, wasn't it? Like, it was, oh, man.
But again, 2021 is...
2021, yes. I feel like now everybody got their vaccine, everybody back in the studios, they're really getting their work done.
2019 out of the water.
It might. And we're not even in summer yet, technically, right? So, halfway.
And everyone knows the good stuff comes out in fall.
Yeah, that's true. But ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to watch Our Taxi. That's the main point.
Really what this episode is.
This episode is all Our Taxi.
What's that name?
Our Taxi.
And for one more, I can do a Promised Neverland synopsis.
Sorry.
Pretty much. So, a group of children live a perfect life in the countryside.
Wait, which one is this one? Dororo?
This is Promised Neverland.
I got Dororo. I'm going to do Dororo.
You got Dororo? Okay. So, they live a perfect life in the countryside, rolling green hills, a cute little cottagey house. They're all probably orphans, but they're under the loving care of their mother caretaker. So everything seems great, except one by one, at some point before they turn about 10 years old, they're adopted to an unknown place. Little do they know, and soon as they find out, this adoption isn't actually getting adopted. It means they are killed and become food for this group of demons. So this isn't an orphanage these kids are living at. It's a farm.
Yes, it's a farm. They actually use the word farm.
It is
Kudos to you, James. Did you see this already?
You as she's describing, the first thing I thought of?
What?
You remember Game of Thrones when they had the dude was giving his sons to the White Walkers?
Well, yeah.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
Every time they give birth, he'll donate it to them.
Yeah, if it's a boy, he'll donate it to the White Walkers. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
so that's Promised
that
Neverland
is Promised Neverland. That's Promised Neverland.
Genius children escaping the farmhouse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like that. What's that movie with the Maze Runner?
What is it?
Oh shit, Maze Runner.
Sounds like Maze Runner too.
Oh,
I don't think they were fed to anything, but yeah, they
kind of was. The monsters inside the maze. It was some crazy shit. But,
I do remember them having this, but yeah.
So far, the most interesting one from the synopsis.
Vinland Saga. I know you thinking about Vinland Saga right now.
I'm thinking about it, but now I want to know how the farm ends. I want to know how the farm ends.
Okay.
If you want to know how the farm ends, unfortunately, you do have to read it.
Yeah, because they don't watch season 2.
Okay, so go ahead. Go to the next one.
All right, so now the last but not least, Dororo.
I feel like this is only number 4.
Yeah, that's all.
This number 4.
We all said 5.
I mean, Demon Slayer was 5.
It's a rotation.
Oh, Demon Slayer was 5.
Yeah. So, Dororo is about a young man who is on a quest to find all his limbs, which within each demon that he conquers, he gets one of his limbs back. Right?
How you conquer something without limbs?
His dad he's a amputee specialist,
and he was adopted by kind of an amputee specialist puppeteer. So his entire body is kind of like the limbs of a puppet.
You think of a real doll.
So he has prosthetics basically.
Mm-hmm. But not only does he have no limbs, he has no skin, he has no eyes, he has no ears, he has no nose or tongue.
How's the artwork with that?
Amazing.
No.
So every time he gets a demon, he gets a limb?
Yeah, he gets something back.
So it just automatically regrows. Because the thing was, his father had sacrificed his newborn son for power.
First of all, that's giving away too much.
That's the first episode. Away too much. So what? Giving away nothing in the first episode.
That's too much. That's too much.
No, the sacrifice is the premise.
Yes. But all right, I get you. But let me tell you this. This is the reason why I feel like Dororo.
Where does the name tie in? Because sometimes
Dororo is the name of a character.
That's the name of the character, but you have to find
a character. What was that Netflix? 7 Seconds?
7 Seeds?
No.
7 Deadly Sins?
No, the movie, the mini series with the kid that got killed by the cops. They called it 7 Seconds.
With Regina King?
Yeah, at the end of the show, then you realize where they got the name from. I thought it was going to be one of that.
Nah.
So that's the name of the main character.
Yeah,
no.
A character. It's the
name of a character.
A character. You'll find out who. You got to keep watching. These and what frustrates me more than anything is the reason that these weren't mentioned or not even in people's sites. Well, majority of people is because of the fact that it was on Amazon. Dororo and Vinland Saga were on Amazon, and Amazon don't really push. Amazon has great anime.
So it wasn't just Invincible. They did.
Yeah, they do that a lot. They do that a lot.
They do that with a ridiculous
they will have treasures.
It's $1 billion company. They just saving on
marketing. They're
not.
not. But you know what? What will help them is if they have Black Ramen Podcast on their payroll. Listen, Amazon Prime Videos. I'm going to tell you. I am here to tell you this. If you have us on your payroll, we will definitely promote all your anime for you. We will literally do the work, and you will see the numbers rise. Because you know why? Black Ramen do not miss. Holla at us. Holla at us. And I'm done.
So how many animes they got?
They got a lot. They got a
quite how many did you guys watch?
A lot of good ones. There's a lot of anime you think you heard of, but then you forgot about years ago, and it's just chilling on Amazon.
Yeah,
you don't even know until you dig through it.
They have a good catalog of anime. That and Hulu. They both have good anime selections.
At least Hulu is better at organizing it. You can find anime pretty easily on Hulu.
Almost anything on Hulu.
I don't think they have a good...
Almost anything on Hulu you'll probably find on Funimation.
Yes.
And so that's usually where it goes, and they just have a deal with Hulu that some of that stuff goes there too.
But
Hulu just does have some good anime movies. Like I know Akira is on there, and that's the.
Oh yeah, that's the. Akira was. Yeah, I think that was one of the first VHSs that I got from school that me and my brother actually watched. He really doesn't remember the title. So, he really doesn't.
Yeah, you got your Finland, you got your Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
There you go.
I think they got Beats above. They
might, but yeah. So let's continue. Bree brought up something a couple of episodes back that I feel like is very essential. Is very important for us to have in this episode now. Can overhype kill a show?
I mean, we saw what happened to Dr. Stone.
But there's a lot of people that love Dr. Stone, and I'm not gonna hold you. That artwork, that manga, those panels, the details.
Yeah, Dr. Stone was able to pull.
Well, that question about does overhype kill it? You mean can it kill it before it launches or releases, or
after it launches? Could that be destructive? And I think Dr. Stone's a perfect example. If no one spoke about Dr. Stone beforehand, or at least not to the extent they did, if there wasn't a giant ad in Times Square, New York City, then I think it would have been a sleeper that slowly grew more and more popular over time. So I think maybe 2 seasons in, or even at the end of the first season, people would have organically spoken about it, been excited about it, because it would have attracted the fans that would really care to blow it up. But instead, it was promoted as very mainstream, usable shonen, and it attracted all kinds of people, but not necessarily just people who would appreciate it. Like, I often hear the critique, it's too much sciencey stuff, or it was cool when you were fighting Tsukasa, but then
like,
it was
I'm not gonna sit here and I say this all the time. Watching a man make ramen, penicillin,
I want to see him make ramen and penicillin.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
give me a reason why you make a penicillin. Let me
protect people from disease.
No, let me know.
There's a reason.
Right.
You ain't watching the show.
No, I saw it. I saw the first season because my husband loves it. I want to see like some sexy shit. You make it penicillin because, you did some things you weren't supposed to do. And then that's why,
No.
Penicillin cure STDs?
Yo, you think it sells at Work Black, all right?
That's another show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not watching Cells at Work Black, I don't know what you're doing. This is an educational show. Fuck Dr. Stone. This shit right here, it hit. Okay?
Yeah, Cells at Work Black makes you feel bad for having a shit body. That's all it is.
I don't know. I feel like for you to feel good about watching Cells at Work Black, have a bottle of water. Every time you see a cell going to work, you just drink a couple of sips and your body will, gladly look.
Take it with a grain of salt, because Cells at Work Black will also tell men to never jerk off again, because those little terms will just go into the oblivion.
You would think Cells at Work Black did that. It did nothing.
It did nothing?
Nope.
Too cold-hearted?
Nope. Easy.
Okay, but this isn't about Cells at Work. We're talking about Dr. Stone and what the hype did to it. Yeah. The backlash from over-promoting it got people to start talking and saying, oh, it's not that good. It was boring. Yeah. I didn't like it that much. That is what is very destructive to an anime. If you're looking and you see 20 shows coming out this season and you hear one of them is not that good, you're not going to waste time on it.
Right.
I mean, it happened to Black
Sounds
Clover.
Like the Demon Slayer effect.
No.
Ooh.
Maybe. But I know Black Clover definitely suffered from it because it was marketed as the next Naruto.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people watched it and went, this ain't Naruto, this ain't as good, and dropped it immediately. It's its own show.
Right.
You can't be doing that. I know Crunchyroll pushed this show
hard. Setting them up for failure. Like,
exactly. That's why we're
brand right there.
Exactly. That's why we're like, damn, can a show, if it's overhyped and it doesn't live to the hype, like the thing is when you overhype a show, people expectations is already up here, and this is why I respect what Derby says when he says, and this is not things I don't respect what Derby says, but this right here makes sense.
Why you couldn't just leave a compliment?
No, I'm not gonna leave it like that. First of all, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that
about the shirt. See, this is what happens.
Like I was saying, the reason I feel like this right here is a sentiment that we should all go by when it comes to certain animes. Go in with no expectations. It might be hard when the advertisement and it's really getting all, like, everywhere you go, you can scroll on Instagram and you see it over like all your feeds.
The strategic marketing plan for that should be like, let the first season be like a pilot, and if it does well, then throw all the hype to season 2.
Nah, they don't want that
We
because
don't have
they
that
want
much time. That means 12 episodes before we're really interested.
Right, because here's the thing. Within the first season...
I'm saying pilot, not to say the amount of episodes, just it's a feeler season.
Yeah, but they can't do that because it depends on those numbers if they're going to get a season 2. So they have to have people tune in. You ever wonder why these shows that aren't really that good get a season 2? Is because people tune in to see how trash it is. So because people it doesn't really matter.
See, I don't know because I've had a lot of there's a lot of shows out there where people tuned in and they got a lot of great feedback and they didn't get a season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lack of money. That's not because they can't.
But you said it yourself. The reason why you said the feedback and the amount of money it generates would determine whether or not season 2
for anime, you don't get
Granted,
feedback.
there's a lot of politics when it comes to like series and seasons.
But for anime, you don't get feedback the same way you would with Western shows because most anime are based off manga. So when you make the anime, there's already like 50 more chapters in the manga. So you're not going to change anything based on the feedback. Unless it's something stupid like they went away from the canon storyline and came back.
Yes,
for the most part, they're just continuing the story that's already written out. Do you want to keep watching this in accordance with the manga?
But
or
then
do you
that's
want to
an issue too.
Well,
because some
anime, using that model, the anime is always going to be behind it, right? They're not going to be side by side. So
allegedly,
allegedly,
because you got some studios that really think they're bigger than the fucking mangaka, and they will sit there and do a non-canon. I'm talking to you, Cloverwork. I will never forgive you for what you did to Promise Neverland. I promise you, it's on site. This New York girl, she's going to buy a ticket to Japan and get you all of y'all on site. I'm just going to wait and deliver because these hands are rated. Why not? Why not?
You can't say that, Kyoani.
Okay, I can't. All right, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
She's just gonna be very disappointed in you.
Right?
I'm going to be super bad. No, let me stop. But yeah, you got some studios that don't respect, like they have the blueprint, but they'll sit there maybe because of, I don't know, money or time. They will sit there and do their own rendition of the manga.
But the thing is, they don't choose the same for the directors and the producers. They don't choose the same people who did the manga.
Nah, they don't. No, they don't. Perfect example. What you got? Just to give you an example, James, the woman that did Demon Slayer, she, when her anime got picked up, when her manga got picked up to be an anime, mangakas don't really watch it because at the end of the day, they get that one check. They pay the publishing to have access to make it into an anime.
So they cash that check and they go there about.
They get that one check and they go about their business.
Their whole thing is the manga.
So
that's it.
So none of them say, "All right, I wanna be involved." They just
it's very rare you get the mangaka involved.
It's because they don't want to, or the studio.
They don't have the right.
Don't want to. The studio don't have the
So
part of the artist, the manga artist does not have the right to the anime unless they're a big ticket artist with enough pull to say, "I want to be involved in this." Their stuff is the manga only. When they sign away the rights, it's go ahead.
What do you mean don't take a check? Okay, hold on.
You gotta pay rent because having an anime is huge for your manga as well because that'll bring in more people to read. So it's amazing if your manga gets an anime.
So
you just have to hope the anime sticks to your manga.
The manga.
Mangas get paid shitty, James. Manga gets paid shitty.
It doesn't destroy the popularity of the manga just because the
Promise Neverland season 2 did that. So in some cases it can.
So then you talking about pay the bills, but if it's going to destroy your.
Nah, the thing is,
if it's going to destroy your base.
Nah, the anime industry is really based on the anime is supposed to bring more views to the manga. So pretty much it should bring more sales.
So is that a one-off where that particular anime like?
No, it's not a one-off, but
where the anime destroys the manga.
I don't think it destroyed the manga.
Promise Neverland did.
Promise Neverland is done. It finished long before season 2 came out.
Oh, it's finished now.
It might not bring in more people. So there's little backlash to the manga. It just means it didn't do what it was supposed to do. If anime is an advertising
that's how the
campaign.
business is. Why are they taking it out on the manga?
They won't, but they'll take it out on the anime.
They take it out on the studio because the studio takes its rendition.
The way I see it is their fault.
Yeah,
so why you say the manga's dead?
Because nobody gonna sit there and go buy it now.
She's just being difficult.
I'm not being difficult.
Manga fans,
I'm being dead. You kind of contradicting yourself right now.
I'm not being difficult. I'm being misunderstood in my own house. This is blasphemy. This is really blasphemy.
Spell blasphemy.
B-A for me. Blasphemy.
BA for me.
Wow.
Nice.
It's similar to how books and movies work here. If you have a good book,
so
it might
many
become
letters.
a movie.
I mean the same thing as Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. I don't know about y'all. I read the books, and I love the novels. Shout out to George R. Martin. He did an amazing job. But we already knew, people who read the books knew that the series was going elsewhere a little bit because they changed the story so much. But it still had the essence of the characters that we love from the books. But this is what happens. Game of Thrones will never be remembered of how great it was. It just will be remembered of how shitty the season was, and the last season was.
And also, we'll never forget that D&D fucked it up, and I will not touch anything that they touch with a 10-foot fucking pole. All right, I want you to understand this, Hollywood. You will not get my money. And let me tell you, I spend money on a bunch of shit. All right? I throw my... all of my money goes away to entertainment, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you will not get a fucking dime of it if they touch a project. No.
You know what you sound like? You sound like that Karen that's like, you know what?
Get off my lawn.
I'm not shopping here anymore.
Look, it's not me canceling any. Look, I don't give a fuck if other people go watch it.
Did you see that video I sent you?
I'm not gonna. That's all it is.
Who chose violence?
No.
The guy, he went crazy as a worker. He said, "You think I wouldn't want?" Yeah, tell all your friends to come here. You think I want a whole bunch of yous running around here?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, I gotta show you that.
But let's be perfectly clear. Just to get right back on topic. Me personally, I do feel like if a show is overhyped meaning advertisement, everybody's anticipating the show. Every feed, the advertisement is going lovely. You get all the people don't talk about this. When the show is overhyped, they show you all the best scenes. They show you all the best scenes, and that's it. You go in thinking there's more good scenes, but no, you got all those best scenes within that 1 minute clip in Instagram.
The best part of the movie was free.
That's it. And you don't even need to tune in. You got the best part. So, I think Bree is totally right when the show is definitely overhyped and the show does not hit its mark, because the show being overhyped, it does step up the scale a lot higher. It could be a problem because there are decent shows that are not like, top notch, but it's still decent. Like I say this all the time. My Roommate is a Cat is a classic. Is a good show. It's a feel good show. But if it was overhyped, would I say that it was a good show? No, because at the end of the day, it's
hard for a slice of life to ever get overhyped.
I don't know whether to you is a slice of life, right? That's a movie.
Yeah, but I feel movies are different.
Okay,
when we're talking about shows,
yeah, you're right.
Different thing.
You're right.
Like slice of lives never really get overhyped. It's like whoever loves enough anime ends up in the slice of life genre at some point, and just it's our own little community.
It is, and I appreciate every single one of y'all because y'all find the beautiful things about everything in life because y'all love slice of life. I want to fuck with y'all, like really. I want to hang out with y'all. Y'all look like y'all take pictures of daisies in the sidewalk.
I definitely do not.
No. But
I'm hanging around with the wrong
at least
people.
The thing about overhype is I feel like there's some safe ways to judge whether an anime will be good or not. You can rely on people like Black Ramen, tune into us, hear more, and hear reviews. What individual peoples or groups are saying about reviews. Maybe look on YouTube, see that. But the things that are dangerous to pay attention to is social media. Just because it's trending or a lot of people talking is not a good judge. Advertisements are a very bad way of judging because the advertisement is the peak excitement that they can cut up. And sometimes that's all it is. Cough, God of High School. Where you watch the first episode and you realize everything from the advertisement was just from the first episode.
Some random celeb.
That was the
random celeb. That's how you know it's overhyped.
Darling in the Franks.
That's a good. That is definitely a good over. Let me tell you something. If you look up overhyped in Google, there's a picture of God of High School. Right there, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
To Google that now.
Don't quote me on that, but I think Google took it down. But that's definitely a definition of why overhyped is a problem. We were all ready for God of High School. Not to mention, it was an amazing webtoon. They gave us all the fight scenes and the previews and everything. And guess what? They skimmed through that shit like it was like the plague. They went boop, we got to get through this real quick. They incorporated, like I said before, they incorporated so many chapters into the 13 episodes. And I'm just like, damn, it really could not live up to the hype. Like, we were talking about it weeks before it was released. We were all anticipating it because we knew the fight scenes was going to be immaculate. The fighters is basically a tournament. Like, do you know how long? Yeah, do you know how long we have to wait for the tournament arcs back in the day? We had to wait at least season 5 to get to a good tournament arc. We got it in season 1. Not only that, it was just fights. That was it. It was just fights, and that was it. Listen, I love a good ass kicking, but I need a purpose with my ass kicking. Tell me something happened to you and why. Like, some of y'all, if y'all didn't read the webtoon, would never know that the reason that this guy entered, there's a purpose why this guy entered to the tournament, the main character. Y'all won't know this until y'all read the fucking webtoon. And Crunchyroll made sure this was a money grab. They made sure their logo was all over the ring in the tournament. They made sure they named.
You know, I feel like now that was a red flag.
They made sure their shit was on the Megatron. I was like, God damn! If I forgot who put this out, I would never, because Crunchyroll had their name all over it.
Yo, I'm watching this on Crunchyroll. You think I don't know who the fuck you are?
Word.
I'm watching this on your site.
Word.
Hey, who are you advertising
Don't trust advertising. You can get an idea of what something might be about, but you can never judge quality until it comes out. Even if you read the manga, you don't know what they're going to do
if
exactly.
Derby tells you to watch it. Then
well, we've been wrong. We got to see it first. If we see it and tell you it's good, like on Taxi, then you should watch it.
No, I said high five, Derbs.
I feel like we collectively have seen something. Yeah, this is going to be, this seems good. But we haven't seen it yet. So if we haven't seen it yet, it just means look out. It could be something interesting. Mm-hmm. But yeah, don't trust advertisements. Yeah, only if we see it and say it's good on Taxi, then you can trust it's good.
Mars Red, VV.
We didn't get a synopsis of the Taxi crap.
Wow. First of all, no Taxi slander in my house. All right.
Yo, right.
And Taxi is about a gentleman. It's more like it's
hard to give that.
There's a genre. No, it's hard because it touches everything, but it's really, really, really fucking good.
Out of those top 5, ain't them funny?
It's funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
The funniest one?
It's mystery.
It's not a comedy though.
It's not a comedy. It's more of a mystery.
You know, sometimes you get a little subtle comedy.
You get a little subtle comedy. It's funny.
The strange and dangerous adventure of a taxi driver.
Yeah, I believe. Listen, James can laugh.
It makes sense when you watch it.
James can laugh at this, but our father years ago was a taxi driver, yellow cab driver.
He has some stories.
I know the stories my dad would tell me when I got older. It was crazy. It was crazy, but I kind of like every time when I look at the main character, I'm like, did my father used to do this shit? So I was
just
like,
randomly tumbling with a gangster.
Yeah, just randomly, just talking to niggas like, listen, you want the VHS tape? I got it for you. Like, just chill. I got this.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
dash cam footage.
I got all of it. I got all of it for you. And Taxi is a great story.
It feels kind of like a gangster movie, but you're not following the gangsters. You're following this random side character
who's trying to survive all the gangsters.
Like, yeah, imagine like The Godfather, but there's like a cab driver who they constantly interact with.
Who pick up the cannolis. That's what the Taxi guy is.
The cannoli. It's cannoli.
I didn't say that.
How you get that wrong? See, there's some people that'll fight you for that.
Right.
I didn't say that right. Can we edit that?
I didn't even know she was going with cannolis.
I had a pause for certain things. What did she talk
I thought she was going with cannolis.
Cannolis. Did I say it?
Said colony.
I didn't say collard
I am
greens.
watching a lot of
Kalani.
You said
Kalani? I said Kalani. Oh wow.
All right, that's not important.
Nah,
the
but
point is, it's damn good. Yo, this whole show is just watch Our Taxi.
Where is it?
Yes.
Where can we find it? Tell the people.
Our Taxi is definitely on Crunchyroll. You can definitely tune in and watch it there. It is an amazing show. We are on episode.
Oh, you gonna send me that login? All right, bet.
But we've been on Overhyped.
Wow. First of all, I always tell myself I don't know if we're gonna get picked up by Crunchyroll because we mad vocal. But now knowing that you went on our fucking show and actually you won't give me that login, dude. Now I know for a fact Crunchyroll ain't fucking with us because we can't be saying that we gonna give. You could have even wait till the red light is off before you say you're gonna give me that login. But what you saying, Brie? I'm sorry. I'm trying to secure the bag.
We've been talking about Overhyped for a mad long time. So before we finish things up, what are some of the biggest overrated anime? Aside from Evangelion, which we spoke about, it's there. I think Evangelion was big for its time because it did something new to the mecha genre. But I don't think it lasts after a while.
Yasuke's so
overrated? Dang, already?
Yeah.
That shit overrated. It was overhyped.
The amount of articles I keep seeing that says Yasuke is the greatest thing ever.
What the?
Why? Because everyone should be watching Yasuke. Stop it. I know I said no more Yasuke slander because we had a whole fucking episode, but stop it.
Again, Trace came out, so we can say it again. Yasuke could never.
Ooh, okay.
Again, Trace only got 6 episodes. We 4 episodes in. It's fucking incredible.
It's for like
I would say incredible, but dang, it's so much better. Oh, in comparison, it is an absolute masterpiece. But on its own, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I'm willing to watch all 6 episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. James, you can give us. I want James to give us an example of what you considered like a show or a series. Yeah, a series that was overhyped and overrated. Western edition. Yeah, both. Go ahead. You need some time for that, big player?
Yeah, I need a minute.
Pretty much anything that won some of the award ceremonies. I know. Is that the Oscars? I think it's Oscars are for movies, right?
Yeah, Oscars are for movies.
This is one of the Oscars that was overhyped and overrated.
We could do series.
All of the Oscars is overrated.
And overhyped.
Every time you see like the Oscars prop up a movie, you go, oh, let me try that. I fucking hate it. I'm like, I hate all of the movies they always give the award to. I'm like, yo.
Except for Parasite. That was worth it.
Parasite was fucking fire.
That was really good.
That was
Well
amazing.
done. Oscars.
Parasite is
every once in a while,
amazing.
You get one right.
A broken clock is right twice a day. Everyone knows that statement.
That is true.
That saying.
And the Oscars.
And that was you, the Oscars.
That was it. Parasite is amazing. Now I'm just waiting for Train to Busan, and then I'm good.
Yo, they're not going to get Train to Busan. That came out mad long ago.
So what? It's still never too late. I think Train to Busan was good.
Yeah.
Pretty
much give Korean movies the props they deserve.
All of them. Korean movie. I'm not gonna say I'm a Korean boo, but because that's a derogatory term. But I do like Korean movies. Yeah, it is. It is a derogatory.
I thought it was reclaimed by now. I call my friend a Korean boo all the time. She's all over it.
That's because you secretly don't like her, but it's okay.
Lie. As a black man, I don't really pay attention to derogatory terms.
But they'll cancel your ass quick.
Yeah, you need to pay attention to that shit.
Cancel your ass
because the next thing, the last time I checked, like if I go on Instagram and I see somebody hashtag cancel Derby, I don't know Derby. I like my show, so I might just be like.
No, but guess what? Our show is self-owned. We're not on any network.
Oh yeah, no one's giving us money
yet. As of yet,
guess what?
Derb trying to turn down that check.
Yeah, he trying to turn it down like yesterday.
Better believe when the check show up, Derby gonna turn it Tucker Carlson real
Derby will come in.
Derby gonna come in with a button down
with a suit. He coming with a suit. Talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me tell you, I've always had a price for a suit.
Yes,
$80,000 a year. $80,000 a year. Derby will wear a suit every day.
Yeah.
5 figures, right?
Yeah, I don't need 5 figures. $80 grand a year.
I wear a suit.
I'm moving out of New York.
I'll press your suit.
I'll
go make sure you press. Yeah, I'll make sure that your suits are pressed.
Super nice. Yeah. Tucker Carlson was a bit fun. I ain't doing that much, but
all right. So you know what, Yatu, anime style. What show was overhyped? Not Bree. She don't get to talk because she used this show as a Demon Slayer slander, and I'm not here for it. So you can go ahead.
It was good. It just wasn't that good.
You know what? You could unplug your mic. That would be great. Okay. Now, Derby.
Children.
Derby. A show that was overhyped and a show that is overrated. And I'm going to throw a bonus. A show that's underrated. Aside from Our Taxi.
Overhyped and overrated. I'd say Inuyasha right now.
Oh.
Because... Yeah, if you look at it in retrospect, that show is not that good. Except for its music. Its fucking soundtrack.
The soundtrack is
fucking
amazing.
Incredible. Yeah, no. Immaculate, even, their soundtrack. For fucking, what was the other one? It was underappreciated.
No, you got, what was Inuyasha overrated?
Both.
Overrated. Okay, so now you got to find something that is underrated. That's not. You can't say iTaxi because we
Babylon.
all. Huh?
I
Babylon
haven't even
is
heard
my
of it.
answer.
Oh wait, I heard of it, never watched it.
Yeah, I
Babylon,
saw the first
yeah.
episode. It was really good.
Yeah, part of the dilemma, obviously, fucking Amazon.
It was on Amazon. It was on Amazon.
Fucking Amazon.
And we say this all the time. Amazon, your answers could be fulfilled if you just have Black
do
Ramen
better.
Podcast on.
Alright.
I'm hashtagging Amazon on this show.
Yo,
like
we
all
better.
day. All day long. All day
Fucking
long.
Amazon. Yo, Amazon does some great work with their fucking streaming service. They have some beastly
Pet
shows.
was good. Remember Pet?
Pet was really
Pet
good.
was good.
Yeah,
And if you guys don't
Babylon
know-
is the answer. Yo, Babylon is so fucking good.
I think it's better than Psychopaths.
I ain't gonna say all that. But that's because I love Psychopaths as well. All right, Psychopaths was, for quick synopsis, if you somehow haven't heard of Psychopaths, it's pretty much Minority Report if Minority Report just got applied to like the whole country, like that whole system. They're psychopaths.
That's it.
We
Psychopaths.
can tell you're going to commit crimes in the future, so we stop you now.
That's
it.
Okay. For me, a show that is overhyped. Please do not come for me in the you know what? I don't give a fuck. Come for me. All right?
Go for
Don't come for me. Come for me.
It's meet her on Clubhouse.
That's it. Don't say that. But a show that I
to her face.
A show that I do. No, they cannot.
Well, to her ears.
To my ear, yes.
Yeah, there's definitely no video.
The show that I really do think that is overhyped, and please, it's my opinion. I do think JJK Jujutsu Kaisen is overhyped because
she's wrong though.
No. The reason I say Jujutsu Kaisen is overhyped, for it to take Anime of the Year and not be finished, that's a problem for me. I'm not saying the show is bad. I love the manga. It's an amazing show. The power scaling is very unique, very amazing. Art style was amazing. Mappa is on point. Chef's kiss. The only problem is that I do have an issue with categories like Anime of the Year and the nominees where they're not finished.
Was the season finished?
The season was not finished when they won.
Mid-season?
It was still mid-season. It was 13 episodes when they got Anime of the Year, and that's a problem for me. It won Anime. Of course it did. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. It definitely took over 2020, and I feel like the reason it took over 2020 was because it was a perfect time. It was during the pandemic, and not a lot of shows were being advertised.
I mean,
Mappa did the work.
Was good.
You can't deny.
Mappa will carry it.
So art alone, Jujutsu Kaisen wins.
Yeah, it does. Every fight scene, even how it's fire. Like, even though the opening was extra fire because, like, the OP was fire, and then the animation, the art style, when the dude was like, "Thank you so much, best friend," like him when he was just doing the movements in the opening was fire.
Jujutsu Kaisen had 3 husbandos. Like, that's 3.
Yeah.
It had Sukuna. It had Nanami.
Yeah.
Right? And it had fucking Gojo Sensei.
Yeah.
Like, obviously it wins. I'm sorry. Like,
it does. It does.
Look,
I mean, Mappa knows what it's doing.
Look, I would not be shocked if Jujutsu Kaisen brought in the most women into anime ever.
Yeah, but I feel like this is still a problem.
I wouldn't be shocked, Brie. I'm not saying it did.
I still have it. Okay, I still look at it. Yeah. I still look at it as a problem when the anime series is not finished and it's already proclaimed to be anime.
Oh yeah, that's
a problem.
I'd say would that even have been overrated?
Eyes, though?
I have.
It's
still that would be overhyped and overrated because people started rating it before it was even done. Yeah. You don't got anything to rate yet. You're already claiming it's the best of the year.
Yeah, I think it takes both those categories, overhyped and overrated. Now, I'm not taking away from the fact that it's a good show. It is a good show. I just don't feel like it should have title of Anime of the Year. And I understand the way we used to rate animes for it to be like classics and for it to be so good. The levels went down a bit because we're not judging shows based off of, for a show to be good, it would have to be over 50 episodes, right? It would have longevity. Back in the day,
still no.
Back in the day,
because only really battle shonen, straight up shonen are the ones that are going those long runs,
right? But back in the day, like studios ain't doing that right now. See, I feel like if shows were over 50 episodes and they still are relevant, like One Piece, I give it credit. Like, even though Black Clover may get some slander, I enjoy the story. I'm not gonna hold you, but it still is relevant. I think it's still relevant and it's still consistent, right? So it's not. It doesn't take long for a show right now for it to be called Anime of the Year, because all you need is a solid 24, not even 12.
I think that's more fair and harder to do, because I feel like a lot for like One Piece, Naruto, whatever, those long ones, it's not necessarily how good it is, but how good it is at getting and keeping a fan base.
Right, to be consistent.
So sometimes that's advertising, sometimes that's getting promotion.
Like, I mean, at this point, fucking Oda don't need advertisement. He's the shit. Like, he's it. You don't need to advertise the latest chapter. You're checking for it, regardless of the fact.
Yo, I enjoy everyone trying to bring Oda down. Talking about like, yo, this other show kind of toppled One Piece. I'm like, did it though? Like, it won 1 year, but guess what? The next year somebody else won. Guess who's
win the
still
next
in the
10.
top 5?
No, but what I'm saying is the scales of how high we raise shows to be Anime of the Year or to be classics went down a bit, right? But judging by how studios are releasing shows and we're not getting shows, the last show we are gonna get that's gonna be over 25 episodes is Shaman King. Shaman King is gonna be 50, and that's it. I don't remember.
But then again, the Anime of the Year always goes by stuff that started that year. So that's really something. It's not moving for multiple seasons, because you don't get to 50 plus episodes in the first season. So based on one season, but is what we're judging an anime by the year yet.
Yeah, but do you think that's fair? No. Do you think that's fair for you to get Anime of the Year when you in mid of your season?
Oh, mid-season? No, but I will give you one season. I can't judge by 50 episodes. You get one season, you get 12 to 24 episodes.
I totally agree with you with that, and I don't really agree with you with a lot of shit. But this right here, you hit the hammer on the nail.
Without finishing the season, it should not have gotten.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't have been nominated.
Now another show,
it's not done.
Nah, it's not. It wasn't done. But one show that I feel that is underrated, aside from Odd Taxi, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't feasted your eyes on Vivi, I feel like is underrated. I don't see a lot of people talking about Vivi. That's just me. Vivi is a phenomenal show. It's about a beautiful AI who has to save the fucker. She's a baddie. She has to save the world, and I appreciate the art style. It gets a little gory, and that's right up my alley. Hey,
not too bad. For fans of Violet Evergarden, that kind of art style where it's absolutely gorgeous but slightly tragic. Go to Vivi.
I never seen bloodstains so beautiful in my life, but this was good. This is good. From the first episode, it captivated me. I love her voice. I love her motivation, because she just wants to make people happy with her singing. And I get that.
That is her mission.
That's her only mission. That's all she cares about. And I digs it. So we're going to go back to James. James, what shows, it doesn't necessarily have to be anime, but what shows do you feel?
You've had mad minutes.
You had mad time. So what show do you consider to be overrated, overhyped, and underrated?
I guess the only show I can think of off the top of my head that was hyped. So I'm going to say it disappointed me. I don't know if it was overhyped, but it disappointed me. Was that show on Disney Plus, Falcon and Winter Soldier?
What?
That kind of disappointed me. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? No. Why though? Why though?
It didn't bring me enough to even watch it. Like,
really?
I couldn't even be bothered.
No, because out of all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe shows that were gonna get like their series spinoff, I was most excited about that because the Winter Soldier was like one of my favorite characters in all of Marvel, because the way they introduced him as like the villain, and it ended up being Bucky. The bromance they had on the show was kind of awkward.
Hey,
that's Aubrey
You're making Brie a little too excited.
I'm just saying, it's there, and the end of Endgame was stupid, and it didn't make no sense that Steve would leave Bucky to go back to the past. No.
It made all the sense.
Well, he went
No,
his
he
lady.
didn't.
I mean, there's
Everyone
certain
did
things
his entire
that Miss
character.
Carter could do that Bucky can't. So, I mean,
You know Bucky couldn't with one metal arm. He could figure that out. He can program himself to learn that stuff.
Wow.
Okay, from a male perspective, no, he can't.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think that's
From a straight male perspective,
Right.
yeah.
No, he can't. But, yeah, that show...
That's
I
a
feel
bit
like
cold,
they-
though, no? That's icy. I don't want no...
They
no.
You can warm it up.
I think they could have did more with the black
The black
super
what?
soldier.
Uh-huh.
The way he was conflicted, the training scenes where he learned how to throw the shield. I didn't need to see that.
I'll just believe that you can throw the shield.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, if you just picked it up like him doing push-ups to be the next captain, like, come on, bro. Like,
He was doing the Saitama workout.
Gotta do the Saitama.
You gotta do the Saitama workout.
I ain't gonna do it.
And how long he was working out for, like, to get in tip-top physical condition? I say you need a couple months, right? How they squeeze all that in? I mean,
He should already be in tip-top physical condition. He was
doing
an
missions
active
before that.
super
The first
soldier.
episode was so. I mean, it was good. I like the way he had the little speech at the end with the senator was kind of corny. It's like a black man with a black superhero talking to Trump. Like, what's that? Like, that didn't do it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it ended well with how what's the villain that nobody found out about?
Carly?
No.
What's a Carly?
The girl that she was the villain. She was the broker, the power broker.
Oh, yeah,
that was
yeah.
nice. I appreciate it. I'm like, all right, y'all gotta go into that with season 2 if y'all get that far.
See, I thought that was implied from the start, so I was surprised later when it was like plot twist. She was actually doing she already established she was doing shady stuff in the foreign country.
Yeah, but she wasn't the person behind the whole super soldier serum.
She was too
Say that 5 times
conveniently there.
fast. Super Soldier Serum. Super Soldier Serum.
She was doing stuff, but they didn't like.
She was
really,
too convenient not to be shady.
I guess.
I just happened to be
but
here and ready to help you with everything.
I thought her loyalty was a cap because if I'm not mistaken, that's the niece of Miss Carter, right?
But hold up.
That's Agent Carter's niece.
Yeah, but hold on. You're
I
saying...
want to remind everyone I have not watched.
I haven't, but that's why Bree's interacting with James right now because this is the only show that she's actually caught up with. But
Yeah, it
anyway,
is.
Well done.
I haven't even gotten up with WandaVision.
Oh wow!
I haven't started Loki yet either.
I'm hoping WandaVision doesn't let me down the way
I have
with the soldiers.
exactly
It won't.
one episode left in WandaVision, and I have no motivation to finish it.
Wow. Let's damn.
One episode.
There is
That's
no
all that's left.
listen, guys. Please, there is no MCU slander because if they do decide to pick us up, because
I'll
we do.
slander them.
See you.
Now you got to be objective, man. You can't just just be.
I'm
I
not
will
objective
sell
for
out
the check.
until I have a check.
What? I'm Aunt your mama. All of that shit. Are you kidding me?
I don't know about it.
I'm playing, guys.
I'm not
playing.
saying the show was bad. Even my wife enjoyed it, but
Shout
I
out
feel
to
like
Faye.
I'm a little
Hey, Faye.
offended on
my
behalf of
enjoyed
your
it.
wife.
You know, I'm the Marvel.
That woman liked it.
I'm a little bougie with the Marvel, the way you guys are bougie with the anime.
Okay, I get
So
it.
I'm a
That
little
makes
enthusiast.
sense.
So
That
it
makes
kind of
sense
let me down. She enjoyed it. She loved it, but it let me down.
All right, so you consider that overhyped or overrated? Because
Overhyped because Disney Plus is doing a good job with promoting all their
They're
streaming
promoting the
service.
hell out of it.
Yeah. They ain't Amazon.
yeah, no, they're not. They actually have a marketing team.
They're better. Yeah, they're better than Amazon. They're not as good as Netflix, but they're better than Amazon. They might be better than Netflix. I see more.
Although I gotta say, I got some beef with Disney Plus because their go to the next episode feature is dumb. It makes you watch all the credits or exit out of the player to go to the next episode.
In my opinion, the only reason why Netflix is still the #1 streaming service is because you can binge a whole season. Disney is trying to stretch you out
Right.
every Friday. I'm like, what if I
yeah.
got something to do on Friday? What you talking about?
Hence why I ain't finished WandaVision.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not out.
Now, see, the
I
thing
don't
is,
care.
what
It's
I
a
did
week later.
specifically with Winter Soldier,
Stop
I
it.
waited
That's
till
a
the last
lie.
episode
I
aired
moved
before I
Vincenzo.
started watching it. That's what I've
Vincenzo
been
was
doing.
different.
Week to week, you sat there ready for Saturday and Sunday
Vincenzo was
episodes.
different. Vincenzo built different.
Somebody threw you under the bus, Derek. Somebody threw you under the bus.
Yo, she could throw me all under the bus if she want, but Vincenzo was better.
I'm just saying he is willing to wait week to
right
week.
now. That's my only.
Built different.
That's your only. Okay, so what show you thought was underrated? I think I have a show that you said that was underrated that I totally agree with you with. You probably won't think of it.
I mean, I saw Invincible. I thought was pretty underrated because, like I said, the promotion wasn't that good.
I don't think underrated. Maybe underhyped because no one heard about it, but people are giving it the credit it deserves.
Underhyped. I mean, underhyped. But Castlevania surprised me when I first got into that.
Oof.
I was a big fan of the video game.
First of all.
And when I saw that Netflix,
can we shout out that voice actor who did Isaac? Sir.
I forgot his last name.
I feel like you couldn't say his last name.
I can't.
Isaac was the black dude, right?
Yeah.
But let me. No. Isaac is not just a black dude. He's a goddess. First of all, let me tell you.
You want me the Wakanda voice?
First of all, I've already discussed this with my husband. You, sir, are an amazing voice actor. I'ma just let you know right now. This is a sketch. This right here, I'm gonna cut out and put it on the Instagram. Sir, listen, let me tell you something. You did a phenomenal job in Castlevania. What was it, 2 seasons? You should have been there from the beginning to end. My God, sir, you should have had your own season. You should have had a whole you should have had a spinoff. But I know, sir, the haters don't want to see you win, but we at Black Ramen, ChattyPatty at Black Ramen want to see you win. So, sir, I will give you all your flowers now. I appreciate you and all your endeavors, and you are an amazing soul. You are a forgiving spirit. You embodied Isaac in a way that I've never. Get away from the mic, James, because I know you're about to say some shit.
You want some water? The thirst right there. It's still cold. It's a good
yo. The hatred is real, but you know where my heart lies with you, the best.
I think we all do. Yeah,
I'm
Mr.
just
best
saying,
voice actor in the world.
Best voice actor in the world.
Yeah, but I mean,
can you imagine him doing Orange High School Host Club?
Oh,
I'm just saying. So you think that Castlevania was underhyped?
I guess you could say my reasoning behind that is because I had doubts because it was such a deep video game. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, we played it.
Are they going to capture all that in the show? Or are they going to watch it? Is this the check? What's for Konami? What is it? Konami? No, the company that made Castlevania.
I think that was Konami.
Konami.
I'm like, is this a Netflix show? You know, you get that Netflix deal, you don't really care.
Yeah, Yasuke. They say that Yasuke. All right, I'm stopping. He made an example.
When Netflix picked it up, I'm like, are they gonna do a good job? Or are they gonna like F it up? So I wasn't too sure, but I was happy that the way they did it. It was good.
Good work.
I still ain't see the new season yet.
Oh, you're missing out.
You're missing out. They did a great job. 6. Yeah. Call me. Matter of fact, you call me. I'll call Derby. Derby call Bree. We'll talk about episode 6 because episode 6.
You don't deserve my blood.
Listen. Isaac. I'm gonna call you Isaac because you embodied Isaac. Isaac, sir, you ain't have to go that hard. The fact that you glide on blood like that, I didn't even know you could. Blood is let's leave that for another day. All right, let's leave that for another day. But yeah, so I want to leave with this, right? This was thank you. Shout out to James for coming to this show. I appreciate you.
It was a pleasure. I went over my time a little bit, but you know.
Wow, because he definitely asked when we was gonna finish because he wanted to go see the game. He was like, "Yo,
I'm gonna catch the second half." So.
but thank you. Hopefully we could go. Listen. You can catch James on Instagram. His Instagram is what's it is?
I'm not public yet.
You was such a lie.
I'm one of those stalkers. I can see you, but you can't see me.
I ain't gonna lie, you're lurking on Instagram.
Oh my God.
It's
the only way to do it.
Yo, incognito is not the shit.
On Clubhouse, and I was like, I'm gonna lurk.
You need the burners.
Every time I slip into a room, because she in there, I'm like, I'm gonna lurk. She's like, Derby, join it. I'm like,
Once she shot me out too much, she going live with somebody. I'm like, oh, my sister live. Let me go on real quick. Hey, go my baby brother. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yo, what are you doing? I'm just trying to enjoy what everyone's talking
First
about.
of all,
I'm trying to get your views up. I'm not. As soon as you say that, I leave and your thing drop. Like, what?
Oh my
You're in
God.
I gotta bounce.
Like, I'm not supposed to say that. First of all, he don't come.
You know what you do?
He come up with the emoji with the like the thinking emoji. Like, what you
I'm
doing?
trying to gauge. I'm gauging with the audience. They trying to,
I'm just here to help out. Like,
Yeah.
talk to the
You know what? You see me join, make that look. Then I see you see me. That's it.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
That's
All
all
right,
you need.
James. All right, James. I'm sorry, but
Just
nevertheless,
put a thumbs up. I don't know who you're talking to.
oh my
you
God!
go.
But nevertheless, I'm so happy that my brother was able to come in for this episode. Me and James, we grew up as full-blown nerds with limited access, and for us to actually live in the world,
That's a nice way of saying poor. Limited access. I like that.
It was limited access.
Use that.
Yo, I had limited
Like the
access.
shit wasn't really available. Like
Yo,
it was available. We ain't had no money. That's what it was.
That's exactly what it was. But you know
Limited
what?
access.
was.
I grew up limited access, but limited
Yo,
access.
I wanted to hit the gym, but I had limited access.
That's it. But it was cool to have a sibling, and I know Bree can relate to that. We had a sibling that we both had some. You got siblings, but they weren't
Are
like
they
nerds.
not siblings?
They weren't nerds.
Nah, it's true.
All right, there you go. So you sit there and you let us bask in our shit. That's it.
Yo.
So I'm very happy to have a brother. Yes,
You
you
know,
are.
That's probably how his siblings be treating him. Why you giving him flashbacks?
Oh my God.
The trauma.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, I'm glad that James was on here to give his perspective on Western animation and
What y'all call me? The
Normie?
normie. Can we
Normie.
call him? No, I don't think he's a normie. Can we
Casual?
call him yeah, we call him a casual.
Call me the shield, the defense of normies. Y'all too hard on them.
Okay, now fool me. Okay.
Y'all too
All right,
hard
that's
on
your
them.
name.
Y'all need them.
Oh God.
Do I know?
Right?
You do. Y'all need them.
I
definitely
do. I do.
Y'all can
I
lead
think
them.
we
Y'all
do.
can see. Y'all can bring all. What's the shit called? Bring all the horses to the water. Why y'all trying to fight the horses?
Oh my God.
Bring them to the water.
Oh my
Now,
God. Jason stupid. Yeah, so I'm glad you're here. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have a Patreon, Black Ramen Patreon. Come in and be a Patreon. Please help us. We will come out and have amazing content. There's content on the Patreon that you can only see if you donate a couple of dollars. So we appreciate every single person that came in and donated. And thank you. Thank you to all our new subscribers. Thank you to all of us that... Thank you to everybody in Clubhouse who subscribed to our YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's Black Ramen Podcast. If you definitely want to see the, this episode with our beautiful overlay, shout out to Candace, Say the Kid One, who did our overlay. And if you want to see my brother with his luscious beard, definitely you turn on to the YouTube. You want to see Bree, you want to see Derby, you want to see I myself with my beautiful Black Ramen shirt. Definitely check us out on our YouTube channel. Check us out on Instagram. And I'm happy that Bree is here. Bree came all the way from Cali to be here. This is not a virtual link up. This is actually the real deal Holyfield. So shout out to Bree.
We in person.
We're in person. We did it. And another thing, bitches, we going to karaoke tomorrow, so we might have some footage on this. We are singing nothing but
Yo, they singing off the bat. But I'm definitely singing R&B.
Can you woo woo woo?
Can
you woo woo woo?
I can think of.
He literally,
Busted.
he really called. It was like, yo, you think it's wrong if I sing R. Kelly?
Yo, it's true. I've been told that I probably shouldn't, so I won't. All right, I've
Yes,
been
he will.
talked down.
sing your soul, brother.
Oh
Sing your
my
soul.
God.
So I can't,
Do you, boo boo?
so I can't sing contagious.
We'll judge you a little, but you can.
We will. Listen, any final words from you guys?
Touch me, baby.
Be careful who you're listening to when you start an anime. Don't listen to hype. Listen to us.
Always listen to us.
Especially me, sexual chocolate. Always.
James, any final words?
All right. So with that,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are out.
Bye.
peace out.
Damn, we almost did like 2 hours. We almost did like 2 hours.
Yeah, man, that's on my budget.